Ablaze!
Welcome back. It will just take me a moment while I
Welcome to the equipment. Because
You're back. Did you manage to get Holden to withdraw the price on my head? He called the bounty off? That's wonderful! I only wish I had something to give you as a reward. Wait a minute, I know. I don't have many credits, but there is something I can give you. It's a family heirloom. It's not much, but it's something. I can never truly repay you for helping me, but you'll always have my thanks for what you did.
Yes, what's on your mind? Want to argue some more, is that it? What does it matter that much? Why can't you just leave it be? I just don't trust easily. For good reasons, which are my own. Damn it. I suppose I won't get any rest until I talk, will I? You want to know why I don't trust anyone? Fine. Here goes. 5 years ago, the Jedi had just finished the war with the Mandalorians. Revan and Malak were heroes. I was damn proud to have served in the fleet. It was completely unexpected when they turned on us, invading the Republic while we were still weak. Nobody knew what to think. At least it was me. Our heroes had become brutal, conquering Sith. And we were all helpless before. Now think about it. If you can't even trust the best of the Jedi, who can you trust? No, it wasn't even that. There were others. Good, solid men, trusted men who turned on us as well and who joined their cause. Malak and Revan and the Sith deserve to die for what they've done. But the ones who fled the Republic and joined them are even worse. The dark side has nothing to do with why they joined with the Sith. They deserve no mercy. I know. And I should apologize to you. I've become so accustomed to expecting the worst in others, and you've done nothing to deserve that. It's just... let's just continue with what we were doing.
Back again? You're starting to bore me. Sorry. I don't waste my time, but if you can knock off... So you're the one doing Zax's dirty work. This cantina is wired with a top-level security grid. You pull... Why would I ever want to leave here? I've got food, but if you're set on collecting that bounty, I'll make you a deal. If you can prove yourself in the ring by beating... I'm not going to force you to fight, but it's the only...
Vibroblades. This is for the best. We could use those credits from these duels, but using your real name is too...
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. You've seen him lose night after night after night, but this time he's after fresh meat. In this corner I give you Deadeye Duncan! And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name. The mysterious stranger! It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! But really, are any of us surprised? Jedi losing isn't huge. You have to do better than that to impress us, stranger!
What do you want? Oh, let me guess. You beat me in the dueling... Questions? I don't have to... Look, I admit it. You're better than me. Is that what you wanted to hear? No, well...
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. In this corner, one of the greats, a man so tough, even a disfiguring injury couldn't end his career. I give you Gerlon Two Fingers. And in the other corner, a relative newcomer to the terrace dueling scene, emerging from the shadows with no history, no past, and no name. The mysterious stranger! It's over! The fight is over! The mysterious stranger has won! Gerlon losing to a rookie. Is this a sign that his injuries have finally caught up with him? Or is the mysterious stranger for real? Only time will tell!
You beat me fair and square, stranger. But if I still had the use of my...
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. Over in this corner, a woman with steel on her bones and ice water in her veins. She's cold and quick as death itself. You know her. You love her. Ice. And in the other corner, a rising star taking that first step into the big leagues. I give you the mysterious stranger. we have a rising star in the mysterious stranger, folks. But how high can this star soar? You'll just have to watch and see.
I've never been one to shy away from the cold, hard truth. You're good. Very good. But
Ladies and gentlemen, draw your eyes to the center ring. We have a very special presentation in store for you. He's a legend in the sport, a 20-year veteran who still knows how to show the young kids a trick or two. Let's have a big hand for Mo! But there's always some young gun coming up to knock the veterans off. And we've got one of the best right here. I give you the Mysterious Stranger. The stranger is Mo
I can't believe the Sith would have planned.
Welcome back. It will just... Welcome back. Of course.
The enduring power and the rising gold Get out of here, you goggle-eyed freak! You're too ugly for the upper city.
Yeah, go back to where you came from. We don't want your kind up here. Why do you care what happens to some scummy alien? He's just a freak.
Yeah, he isn't even supposed to be in the upper city. Come on, let's go. I don't want to listen to this alien lover anymore.
What? Ready? There, sure. How'd you like that? Achuta, Monga-kun. Shagji kin lor chawata uma? Tony Podo. Mucha shakpangpa. Inkin kuno ba mulri rach takum justak miki grabel mogo. Tonghai tuam jiji. Ready.
Hey, you can't just walk in here. This is the hit. A lot of people want to go inside and speak to Gaddon. He's between the Sith conquest and the Vulcar gang war. Gaddon has more. Well, we do need all the help. Besides, it's not like you can do anything to harm Gaddon. Go in and speak to Gaddon if you want.
Manaman Otota, Hakijukrata, Une Pudu,
Kakin cha na kwat na pon kon.
Une Pudu.
Hold it right there. Who are you, and what is your business with Gaddon?
Calm down, Zerdra. Nobody's going to try anything here in the middle of our own base. It would be a suicide mission.
You're too trusting, Gaddon. Brezhik and his Vulkars want you dead. Anyone we don't know is a potential threat, and it's my job to make sure you're safe.
Do you want us to start attacking strangers on sight, Zerdra? Like the Vulkars do? I will never let it come to that. Now step aside and let them pass.
As you wish. You can speak to Gadden if you want, but I've got my eye on you. You try anything and you'll be vaporized before you can say Vulkar's spy. You can speak to Gadden if you want, but...
You'll have to forgive Zerdra. Ever since Brejik and the Vulkars began this war... The escape pods? You know, I heard...
They might be spies, Gadden.
Calm down, Zerdra. If the Sith thought we... I suppose I could tell you what I know. It's not like it could do any harm to me. The Vulkars stripped those pods clean within hours after they landed. It's too bad a female Republic officer named Bastila survived the crash. We Becks don't believe in intergalactic slavery, but the Vulkars aren't so picky. They took her prisoner. Normally, the Vulkars would take a captured slave and sell them for a nice profit to Davik, or an off-world slaver. But a Republic officer is no ordinary catch.
I still think Bastila is just a Republic officer. That could work to our advantage. Maybe she'll even figure out a way to escape from the Vulkar base on her own.
She's too valuable to leave with the Vulkar scum at the base. Brejik's probably got your Republic friend hidden away somewhere safe until the big swoop race. You'll never find her. I'm afraid your friend has become a pawn in Brejik's game to take over the lower city. He's offered her up as the Vulkar's share of the prize in the annual Swoop Gang race. By putting up such a valuable prize, Brejik hopes to win the loyalty of some of the smaller gangs. Their numbers will allow him to finally destroy me and my followers.
So how do you propose we go about rescuing Bastila then? Well, we can't fight all the gangs.
The only hope you have of rescuing Bastila is to somehow win the big season opener of the Swoop race. I might be able to help you with this, if you'd be willing to help us. We both have something to gain here, and much to lose. The Swoop race is for the lower city gangs only. I could sponsor you as a rider for the Hiddenbecks this year. If you win the race, you'll win your friend's freedom. But first, you have to do something for me. My mechanics have developed an accelerator for a Swoop engine. A bike with the accelerator installed can beat any other Swoop out there. But the Vulkars stole the prototype from us. They plan to use it to guarantee a victory in this year's Swoop race. I need you to break into their base and steal it back. Getting into the Vulkar base won't be easy. The front doors are locked tight. But I know someone who might be able to get you in the back way. Mission Vale.
Mission? Gadden, you can't be serious. She's just a kid. How is she supposed to help them with this?
Mission's explored every step of every back alley in the lower city. Plus, she knows the undercity sewers better than anyone. If anyone can get inside the Vulkar base, it's her. She and her Wookiee friend Zalbar are always looking to stir up a little excitement. They like to go exploring in the undercity, despite the dangers. Your best bet is to look for her in the undercity, but you'll need some way past the Sith guard post at the elevator. A simple disguise might have worked on the upper city guard, but the security down here is much tougher. You'll need the proper papers to get past him. Luckily, my gang ambushed one of the Sith patrols headed down to the undercity. They never made it, and their security papers fell into my hands. Since we're working together now, I suppose I could give them to you in exchange for your uniforms. With the security papers, you won't need a disguise anyway. I like to be prepared. Eventually, the Sith are going to try to drive us out of the Undercity. Sith disguises might give my people the edge we need in a crucial battle. Good choice. Thanks for the uniforms. You won't need them with these security papers anyway. Now, is there anything else I can do for you? I suggest you hurry. The Swoop race is coming up, and we want you to have time to practice before the race. You have returned. Your time would probably be better spent.
Very tactful. Are you itching for a fight or something?
How dare you? I should kill you where you stand.
Calm down, Zerdra. I'm not ashamed of what I've become. As you can see, I lost my eyes in a swoop racing crash. I rely on these artificial replacements to see now. But my blindness was not the worst consequence of my accident. My affliction was what eventually led to this war between my Becks and the Vulkars. When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, everyone assumed I would step down as leader of the Hidden Becks and let Brejik, my most trusted follower, take over. But with my ocular implants, I can still see well enough to lead this gang, and I knew Brejik wasn't ready to take over yet. Unfortunately, Brejik didn't agree with me. In a rage, he left to join our arch-rivals, the Black Vulkars. A lot of the younger gang members followed him, and soon he and his followers had taken control of the Vulkar gang. Brejik is a proud man. My decision was a public humiliation for him. Maybe if I had stepped down, this gang war could have been avoided.
Don't fool yourself, Gadden. Brejik wants to control the lower city gangs. If you'd stepped down, he'd have led the Becks against the Vulkars. He wanted this war, one way or another.
I know you're right, Zerdra. Brejik won't rest until I am dead and the Becks are no more. But it's hard to accept the truth of his betrayal. Your time would... A foreign army invades Terrace, declares martial law, and locks down all travel to and from the planet? You damn well bet I have a problem with that. If the Sith ever moved in down here, all the swoop gangs would unite against them. We'd use hit-and-run guerrilla tactics to pick them off. Their casualties would be enormous.
Don't fool yourself. The Sith would never commit to that kind of operation. They'd probably do something much more grand and deadly.
But so far, the Sith have stayed out of the lower city, and our strength is wasted on this stupid gang war. I tried to explain this to Brejik, but he and his Vulkars won't listen. Your time... When I lost my sight in the swoop bike accident, but with my ocular inner... Brejik is a proud man.
You can speak to Gadden if you want.
Manaman Otota! Hak! What?
You guys are behind with your payments. What do you think just because you're in some gang, you don't have to give Davik his cut?
Kavatumpa kunpa yiyamokapata! Kanay kachu! Yinkin kunoba mulirachi kun tong napun shanyunyan! Kavavulpa mulchi kamana!
Lunga diho tonga kun hongabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tungking ba nunotak. Tugning chatukunne mulerabes.
Ah, so you want to play this the hard way? Okay.
Tunipudu. Rana no prata no sercha. Ichua penki.
Watana wamamulira. Kenchunju pashak. No bulimuli raji. Junitun. Turji chiwi itado. Bola una dichek. Palamure slimo wanga kun bisching.
I knew you boys would see reason. Now get out of here.
Too bad. I was looking forward to cracking some heads.
Maybe next time, Candrus. I better get this over to Derek. I'll call you if anyone else gets behind on their payments.
Those Vulkars are dumber than a Coruscant granite slug. They actually think being in that pathetic little gang of theirs makes them important. Gadon keeps his hidden Becks in line, but Brezhik's getting dreams of grandeur. If Davik's smart, he'll slap that young punk back down. I'm someone you don't want to get on the bad side of. And I'm not one for small talk. I don't have time to stick around here anyway. Davik's got me working on a special assignment.
Chiwi aita ka tong chicha. Agi inko tune chula muri ra. Tangi wama jiko na. Donki pa nonku nek abog. Jiyo kaku. Kimba muri ra tuana ji. Kuyami juski chika nai. Uba baska duana chichopa mus.
Here's a bounty on your little green heads. I'm here to collect.
Just grunky do pets nemo. Chi ita kanki chana kilikon. Kimba muri ra tuana ji. Kimba no kun nixet abog.
That's the plan.
You asked for this! How'd you like that? Ready?
What?
mind. You can...
What?
What? On it. Damn!
Sure. What?
You asked for this! On it. It's open.
Stop right there, or I'll give you a blaster shot right between the eyes. Now, what are you doing here? No, I'm the one with the blaster pointed at you. I get to ask the questions. What are you doing here? Well, go explore somewhere else. There's nothing interesting for you here. This is your only warning. If you bother me again, you won't walk out of here alive. I gave you a chance to get out of here and leave me alone. Now you'll see.
Ready.
What?
Ha! How'd you like that? You asked for this! Yes, what's on your mind? You got it. Yes, what's on your mind? I thought I said I don't want to talk about it anymore. Not particularly. I guess it wouldn't hurt exactly either, though I don't know why you're so interested. I think of all the men who betrayed us, the one that stands out above all of them is the one that I respected the most. Saul. With good reason. Admiral Saul Karath is the commander of the entire Sith fleet. He's half the reason Malak has done so well in the war. Saul was my commanding officer back when the Mandalorian Wars first began. He taught me everything about being a soldier, and I looked up to him. Saul approached me before he left. He talked to me about how the Republic was on the losing side and about how I should start thinking of my survival. I know now that he was trying to recruit me into the Sith, but I couldn't have conceived of it back then. I argued with him and he got angry and he left. I never saw him again. Saul was my mentor. He led us to so many victories against the Mandalorians. And even when things looked to be at their worst, I couldn't conceive of it. He couldn't be serious. I was wrong, of course. He not only left us for the Sith, he gave them the codes to bypass our scanners. I remember waking up as the first of the Sith bombers snuck past our defenses and began destroying half of our docked ships. I knew right away what had happened. I mean, I could have stopped him. I could have stopped it all. I don't know, maybe. He might have killed me if I tried, or I might have killed him. I was stupid, however, and I let him go. I fought Saul for years now, and if I ever catch up to him, he will regret what he's done. He will regret it. Well, there's more to the story, I guess. But I don't want to talk about it right now. Let's go!
Hold on there, civilian. Only those with official Sith business are allowed into the Undercity. Unless you've got the proper security papers, you better just turn around and go back the way you came. Let me see. Yeah, these look to be in order. Okay, you can go down if you want. Can't say it yet for you, though. The Undercity is crawling with mutants. Rakghouls, they call them. If you see anything moving down there, shoot first and ask questions later. Hey, you've already shown me your security clearance. Just be careful.
You there, Upworlder! Anyone using this elevator has to pay the toll.
Yeah, this is our elevator. If you use it, you gotta give us something.
I don't believe this planet. Even the beggars are trying to shake us down.
5 credits! That's what it costs to use our elevator. 5 credits! Credits, my brother! We have credits. Now we can buy food and medicine. Hush! Or the others will hear us. They'll want our credits. We have to hide them.
Go on, you two. Get out of here. I'm sorry about that. Those 2 beggars give everyone in the village a bad name. We aren't all like that, you know. Most of us are good people.
I'm sure you are, miss. It's just too bad your little welcoming committee is here to give people a bad first impression.
My name is Shalina. You're from the Upworld, aren't you? I've never seen it. I was born here in the Undercity. Is it as nice as they say up there? Not to you, I suppose, but you're probably used to its beauty by now. I've never been to the surface, but sometimes I think I can see it in my dreams. The sun, the sky, the stars. It all sounds so wonderful. Gendar, the leader of our village, tells me I should spend more time trying to improve things down here and less time dreaming about something I can never have. Maybe he's right. You probably think I'm a fool, having dreams of a place I've never even seen. But when I was little, Rukil used to tell me stories of what it was like up there. Rukil's the oldest man in the village. The kids call him Rukil Wrinkleskin, but he's a kind man. He used to tell me the greatest stories when I was a little girl. I still like to listen to his tales about the Promised Land, even though I know they're just legends, but it helps to make the Undercity seem less dark somehow. It's just a story to make little children smile. Rukil believes in it, though. Sometimes I can almost believe it myself, but then I look around and see the ugly truth. I guess we have to make the best of what we have, though. If you really want to learn more about the Promised Land, you should speak to Rukil. He's wandering around somewhere on the south side of the village. He doesn't move too far. He's hard on his bones. He's over 100 years old. The children laugh at him, and people think he's crazy because of his stories about the Promised Land, but he's really just a kind old man. He'll be somewhere in the village. I couldn't say where for sure. He's always busy doing whatever he can to make the lives of the other villagers easier. I don't know anything about that, but maybe Gendar could help you. Sorry. Is there anything else you need? There were quite a few people from the surface marching through the village, but none of them bothered to talk to me. Gendar might know more about them. Well, I was born here for starters. My parents were outcasts, banished to the Undercity for some crime or other. They never really liked to talk about it. Everyone here is an outcast, or the descendants of one. It's tough down here, but we survive. I guess it's easier for me since I've never known anything different. Some of the people have given up all hope. They've become bitter and depressed, but most of us are good people, despite what our ancestors may have done. Gendar could probably tell you more, or maybe Rukil. You could talk to them if you want. I don't know anything about that, but... Oh...
Wait, Upworlder! You can't go through this gate! The villagers infected with the Rakghoul disease.
So you just lock them away in a cage?
For the sake of the village, we have to keep the infected ones locked away. And when they finally do transform into Rakghouls, we'll let them destroy each other. Nothing can be done for the infected villagers. Even the serum to counteract the Rakghoul disease wouldn't be any use now. Nobody would be foolish enough to risk going into the pens to give them the cure. The infected ones could transform into Rakghouls and attack them at any moment. I can't help the infected ones. They have to die so that the rest of the village can live. I accept this. If you think that makes me a coward, so be it. If you have questions, but